I've had 39 friends pass away under the age of 50.
Oh, wow.
And so I have a list on my phone. I think about it all the time. And to me, mortality is fascinating. I'm not scared of death. I'm scared of.
Dan Fleyshman is the youngest founder of a publicly traded company in history. At 17, he took his entire college fund and bet it on a brand and turned it into an empire. By 23, he had taken the whole thing public. Then he did it again. He built Victory Poker into one of the top 5 online poker sites in the world. He's now an angel investor in more than 40 companies. He's a 2-time best-selling author. He co-founded Trina's Kids Foundation, which holds the 2-time Guinness World Record for the largest toy drive, and the Model Citizen Fund, putting backpacks and supplies into the hands of the homeless. But here's what makes this conversation different. Dan doesn't talk about luck. He talks about a system, spotting inefficiencies, staying calm in the chaos, and turning dreams into reality.
Welcome back to Unlimit Your Potential, joined with Dan Fleyshman. Really excited. This conversation is going to be unique in the sense that working with high performers on the physical side, using the mental in performance of, sports and business as well, and even the arts. And then you work in the space of high stakes as well. So This could be an interesting conversation.
We can talk about anything you want. I love this concept.
Excellent. So you've been a high performer for a very long time. Of course, the notables will be making the hoodies early on, I believe. 17-year-old.
Yep.
So 17-year-olds maybe do a little screen printing. They make a couple of them, they sell them to their friends. You made a multi-million-dollar company at the age of 17. Did you always see things on a large scale? Like where did this come from?
We just didn't have any money. So it's kind of like if you throw someone in the pool, they got to swim or die.
Yeah.
I just started swimming. So I was working 3 jobs in high school, saved up enough money to go to college at San Diego State. Instead, took the money I saved, $43,000, which is, it's called 12 to 14 grand a year for 3 years. Saved that $43,000 to go to San Diego State. Instead, put the money into starting a clothing brand. And I went to the Magic Clothing Convention, and we wrote $1 million in orders of hoodies and t-shirts.
Wow.
Had no manufacturer to make it, because I was just printing at a local shop in San Diego.
Okay.
Walked around downtown LA, started asking a bunch of questions, and found the guy to make it for us after finding a couple of guys that stole from us. Charged us $35,000 for some samples.
Oh, wow.
Found the right guy, and he had the licenses to Hang 10, Ocean Pacific, Body Glove, LA Gear. He's the legend, named Christopher Wicks. And so he helped guide us and helped make our clothes for us. A year later, we did 9.5 million in sales.
Wow.
And so now it's like, oh my God, here we go.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years later, we went public on the stock market and.
Yeah. So I was going to bring up your energy drink. It seemed like that happened. You went public at 23.
Yep.
Did you do that with the hoodie company as well?
Same name, yes.
Oh, okay.
So we had 300 products, 16 classes of trademarks. The clothing was the initial first half a decade.
Okay.
And when I was 23 is when we went public on April 1st, 2005 on the stock market with the energy drink under the same name.
Okay.
The first 0 sugar, 0 carb, 0-calorie energy drink. We did a 16 ounce and an 8.4 ounce and a 5-hour energy shot, like the small shots. We also did the first green tea energy drink.
Oh, wow.
And so by having those 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and I made them bright yellow and bright red. The green tea was bright green.
Yeah.
And so by having colorful cans when everyone else was black and silver, we stood out in the coolers. Red Bull was $3, we were $2. So we just did things so that we could fight with these 800-pound gorillas.
Oh, wow. So what about energy drinks? I mean, were these always something that you were already interested in, hoodies, energy drinks, or were they something that you just thought as
So the clothing was just because it was a funny name, right? People took the catchphrase, "Who's your daddy?" for sex, sports, or dominance.
Yeah.
Something was funny about it or strong. There was something about it that people enjoyed. They would smile no matter what. You talk to a girl, a guy, old, young, people liked it for the fun saying, "Who's your daddy?" And then the energy drink is because there's 900 drinks in the market. and they all tasted like cough syrup. There was no like good tasting energy drink. You just pushed through it, right? You drank Red Bull because it was functional, not because it tasted good.
Yeah.
It's the same flavor now, 2 or 3 decades later, right?
Sure.
You drank Monster, but you kind of gritted through it. You drank Rockstar, but they all have an ingredient called taurine.
Okay.
And so what I did was I turned the taurine down, turned the flavor up, and masked it. And I used sucralose to help reduce. And so by doing that, we won Flavor of the Year,
Oh, okay.
which set us up for success.
Yeah.
There's 900 drinks, and we're on the cover of BevNet magazine as Flavor of the Year. BevNet is the most important industry magazine. I took that magazine with me everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was basically strapped to my chest. Every retailer, every distributor, every meeting, I had BevNet magazine with me, showcasing best flavor, right?
Yeah.
Simultaneously, in every meeting, because I got 43 distributors, 55,000 retail stores.
Wow.
All of that happened by me running around the country saying, we're the best tasting, we're already in your competitor stores, how many drinks do you want? Not if you were going to buy, how many you're going to buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no one ever said no because I didn't ask.
Yeah.
I literally just asked how many.
Yeah.
And so I just kept pounding. I went to every convention, trade show. I was here in Arizona. I'd go to Danny's car washes back when he had 18 locations. Hey, who's Danny? And I would go to every Danny car wash, and I finally met Danny. And while I was there, I'd go stop by the local liquor store. I'd go stop by the gas station. I was just relentless.
Okay. Okay. So I told you a little bit about my history of choosing a sport, late age, 14, became national champion. A lot of that we connect to training your mind. We were in a household where our parents weren't athletes, but my dad was always into self-development. So we had all these books, right? And I was like, well, what if I use these books and kind of treat this sports world like an experiment? Going to the Olympics was my idea. And then my brother followed along. 17 was when he started. And so he became the first person that I worked with, in essence. And we both became national champions. And then we also won world championship medals. First brothers to ever do this. Okay, so.
Which is crazy, by the way.
It is crazy. It sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
True life.
Why not make it a movie?
But, when you work in that space, like a 17-year-old, selling millions of dollars worth of hoodies, and then your energy, same thing. You're compressing time.
But you did it twice. That's why I think it's crazy. It's hard enough to win a championship, but then just replicate it is wild, because there is hundreds of thousands of other competitors trying to do the same thing. So it's not.
Exactly. Very, very competitive space. So what's interesting about my brother is that his dream was not to be a great athlete. He enjoyed it. It was more social. And his real dream was to have his own show on the Discovery Channel. And so I said, well, why don't we use these same principles? Creating I guess you'd call them like vision boards, but like the internet, when that was new. I created a website for my dad before Amazon had a website. And so he's a realtor. And I said, I'm going to build this website. It's going to be like 10 years down the road. It's going to present you as the top realtor in our state. It's going to make you very uncomfortable because he's an extremely humble person. But I think this is going to change the way people think, and they're going to approach us, because no one at the time was doing anything on the internet. And eventually, it didn't take us 10 years. It took us about 3 years, and he did become the best realtor, and 90% of the business came off the internet. So with my brother, it was the same sort of idea. Let's make a show, so take a vision board and turn it into basically video.
Yep.
Let's just go make it. And so in between practices, I got the video equipment, and we would go out and shoot this, and then I would edit it. It's all self-taught, and then make the logos as if it already was on the Discovery Channel.
Yep.
And we put it out on YouTube or anywhere we could. And then within 3 years, he got his own show on the Discovery Channel, right? And so that's always kind of been our, I call it the F-it switch, which is just F-it, just go do it. Is that something, it seems like what you do is you build it, and then you go out and you present it, and then you work out whatever needs to be worked out later.
Yes.
You keep yourself inspired, keep yourself moving.
I wrote an article based on the theory you're talking about in 2009, turning dreams into reality.
Okay.
And so I see something, an inefficiency in the market. hoverboards. Remember hoverboards?
Yep.
$1,600, $1,800, $1,500. I'm like, what if someone has 2 kids? They're going to spend $3,000 or $4,000. Come on, that's not okay. The shipping time was 5 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
What kid is going to wait 5 to 8 weeks? It's old news by the time it shows up, right?
Yep.
So I saw inefficiency.
Yep.
So I made a brand called U Wheels, just the letter U Wheels. And I pre-bought 8,000 units at a time to be in the warehouse. And as inventory would deplete, I had to reorder 8,000 units. So I always did same-day shipping.
Oh, wow.
I added fancy lights to them. I added Bluetooth speakers to them. And I made it $699 instead of $1,500, $1,800. We did 5.4 million in sales right out the gate, like it was nothing. This is 2015. Like social media is just getting going, right?
Yep.
I had every rapper, celebrity, TV show, ESPN, Lil Wayne, everyone, Kardashians, everyone on my hoverboards making videos with zero spend. I like spending money on social. I didn't spend $1.
Okay.
I just turned the dream into reality.
Yeah.
I saw an inefficiency in online poker.
Yeah.
There's so many sites, 550 poker sites at the time.
Okay.
The article actually, when I wrote it, was about poker. We'll get into that in a second. And so I created something called Victory Poker.
Okay.
I just want to be the coolest poker site.
Yeah.
Energy drink, I want to be the best tasting one, right? Poker, I want to be the coolest one.
Yeah.
10 weeks later, the poker site's live. I put on a backpack and I moved to a place called Malta. Never heard of Malta. I just knew I needed my gaming license in Malta. I get a room at the Portomasso Hilton. A week later, I get a condo there, live there for 2 years, and I build this poker site to be the 5th biggest site in the world.
Wow.
10 weeks we're live, 10 months we're number 5. I'm doing 6 figures a day in revenue, 6 figures a week in net with 5 employees. I just turned a dream into reality.
Yeah.
All I saw was, what are the inefficiencies with the competitors?
Yeah.
What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? I made an 8-foot teddy bear with Jake Paul.
Okay.
Why? People love teddy bears. All right, I'm gonna make an oversized one, make it 8 feet. Same day shipping.
Yeah.
Same guys I did the hoverboards with.
Yeah.
We just made these, we vacuum sealed it, so when it showed up, the teddy bear was small.
Yeah.
Poke a hole in it, 8-foot teddy bear.
Oh, wow.
Very viral, turned a dream into reality.
Yeah.
And so I just find inefficiencies. I've never really created anything. I just make a better mousetrap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I try to make this point with people working with, let's say an athlete or a team. And I say, okay, this, whatever the championship might be, I'm going to go get you the trophy. I'm going to go get you the money. And I'm going to also get you, hire a PR firm so you're going to get millions of followers. So I'm basically going to give you all of the
Accolades.
Accolades, exactly. Within a very short period of time, you're either going to feel sad, mad, empty, all of the above, right? Because I stole the journey from you.
Sure.
And so when you're going through these processes of creation, what turns you on? What is it? Is there a grind stage? Is there, the invention stage? Like, what keeps you going? Because you keep achieving great things.
Yep. It's the game.
It is.
I love every little detail of the game, and I like when things are working, and I like when things are not working to fix those things.
Yeah.
I obsessively stalk my competitors.
Okay.
I'm watching everything they're doing, good, bad, ugly. What are the comment section? What does it say on Yelp? What does it say on social? What do people love? What do they hate? I screenshot everything. I'm sending it to my team. Like, I want to know everything about my competitors. I did it on the right here.
Okay.
I was taking screenshots to my group chat about something that's going on. Anyways, and so I am always stalking my competitors, not to hurt them.
Yeah.
Just to make mine more efficient for my customers, my investors, my partners, everyone involved, to make me more efficient.
Yeah.
And so I get excited talking about it.
Yeah.
Just like the game is what's exciting.
The game. So in a competition, you have pressure.
Yes.
Okay. And pressure is always going to be uncomfortable. So usually it's a direct relation. Bigger the opportunity, the more pressure. How do you handle pressure? Is this something that you thrive on?
Yeah, I have this saying, stay calm in the chaos.
Yeah.
So if we're at a restaurant or a bar, and all of a sudden a guy runs in with a gun, a lot of people are going to freak out and run different ways, and they're the ones that are probably going to get shot.
Yeah.
If a bear walks up to us right now in this room, staying calm in the chaos is going to prevail versus you screaming or him screaming and running
Yeah.
because the bear's going to chase you, right? That happens in business. I know there's going to be problems. Every day I wake up and look at my phone, there's problems. I know without a shadow of a doubt, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, I'm a firefighter.
Yeah.
Everyone sends their fires to me. Hey, send $500 here. Hey, send 500,000 here. Hey, send $8,000 here. Hey, Becky did this to Johnny, and Johnny hates Becky now, and da da da. I know that's going to happen, so why do I get upset about it?
Yeah.
My job is to be the firefighter and stay calm in the chaos. And so that happens in poker games. That happens in sports. That definitely happens in fights.
Yeah.
If you can stay calm in the chaos, you will win the boxing match. You will win the UFC fight. You will win the pool race. Like, you will win the things, the swim meet, if you can stay calm in the chaos.
Okay. So another main element of competition or opportunities is going to be failure, your relationship to failure. So you have a lot of success, and then you have a big failure that I've heard is one of the great turning points that you actually embrace, and it's something that taught you what you needed to know to become who you are now. So where did it go? What happened?
So I have another one-liner for that.
Okay.
Don't sit on the floor and cry about it.
Okay.
April 15th, 2011 was Black Friday. Online poker was shut down in America.
Okay.
Remember, I was doing 6 figures a day. And April 19th, 4 days later, I'm supposed to get a first $3.5 million deposit at a $65 million valuation on my poker site that was also going to make the company way bigger. I rented out the Gaia Resort in Costa Rica. I'm flying in Playboy Playmates and models and poker superstars and Dan Bilzerian and Steve Aoki and poker pros. Like, we're going to this Gaia Resort to shoot a photo shoot campaign, a marketing campaign that's going to take us to the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. 65 million valuation was going to be nothing compared to what's going to be next with how big we're about to get. Signed up 16 TV shows, 11 magazines to do buyouts for the year. Like, we are going to be the brand, right? We're number 5. I'm going to bump us up.
Yeah.
Number 5 is already great, but April 15th, the US government shuts down online poker in America. And not really poker, but the merchant accounts. They shut down Full Tilt, Poker Stars, Absolute Poker, number 1, 2, and 3, but not me or number 4.
Okay.
And so technically I could have kept going and then waited around to see if the government messes with me, but obviously that's not the safe strategy.
Yeah.
So to protect the players, I manually paid back 41,000 players of real money. Hundreds of thousands of players withdrew. 41,000 that didn't know to withdraw or didn't hear to withdraw, like they didn't know. I manually paid them back over the next 4 days. So it happened to be April 19th I shut my doors. Instead of getting millions of dollars, doing a photo shoot with models, close the company.
That's it.
But my decision was I could sit on the floor and cry about it.
Yeah.
My competitors did. A lot of them committed suicide, died, fled the country they were living in, went to jail. Like, a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Okay.
Because billions of dollars was seized in 16 countries.
Okay.
What I did was, April 20th, the next day after April 19th, when I closed, I went and started consulting for land-based casinos.
Okay.
I started consulting for some of the largest financial institutions in the world about gaming. And I just got busy. And over the next few months, I started my social media agency, which I still have today.
Okay.
I started my charity, which I still have today. This is 14 years ago.
Okay.
I started those things that I still have today because of that, losing everything, losing that whole situation, led me to start the agency, the charity, my live events called Elevator Night. All these things are still running today.
So it was a transformative and basically set the stage or the foundation for
I wouldn't
the
be here
future.
with you if it wasn't for that. I'd be an online poker guy. Who knows what would happen? I might have sold the company. I might have done mergers. I wouldn't be with you.
Yeah.
I started an Elevator Studio, my agency. I started my Model Citizen Fund, my charity. I started Elevator Nights, my events. All the things started because of that.
Yeah.
And think about the zillions of people that were impacted by those. So I gave away 6 million items to the homeless because of that.
Okay.
Elevator Nights has been thrown 58 times.
Okay.
I've spent hundreds of millions with influencers on social media marketing through my firm. Like, think about the butterfly effect, the impact of so many people, because I'm not living in Malta being the poker guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might just be a rich jerk living in the middle of nowhere making whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen.
Yeah.
But I know that I can't sit on the floor and cry about it.
Yeah.
But that changes nothing.
Yeah.
And so I've always had this mentality, there's gonna be failures, especially because I swing the bat a lot.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You look at the Babe Ruth and all these guys, you look at their stats, they're also A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, the guys that have some of the best home runs, it's because they swung the bat a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I am unemotional to the failures as long as I tried really hard.
Yeah.
If I did everything I could for a company and it failed, I have no qualms about it. If it was on me, that would mess me up. That would make me forever.
Yeah.
I think about, we invested into a company. So I raised money for 18 companies.
Okay.
Raised $56 million. We do $3 to $6 million smaller investments into brands, food and beverage brands. Normally you have a 10 or 20% work. We have the opposite. Only 3 out of 18 failed.
Okay.
So we only have 20% failures. It bothers me because I couldn't control the outcome.
Okay.
However, I can't sit on the floor and cry about it. One of them was doing $18 million in sales, crushing it, and the founder got very sick. Well, what are we supposed to do? That founder, when that person got sick, the new CEO sucked, and the way the company went down.
Yeah.
I can't beat myself up over that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's still a failure, though. It's the scoreboard's a scoreboard. It's still an L on my 18 out of 15, whatever you want to call it. There's still an L there, regardless of how it happened. Yeah. And so from a mental perspective, and even when talking with other investors for future deals, when I show it to them, I literally talk about my failures before I talk about my successes.
Okay.
Before I tell you about this great candy company that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars now that we invested into, I tell you about the pizza company that had failure.
Yeah.
And explain the scenario.
Yeah.
Because I also think that by talking about those things, people feel more trusting of you, that you're willing to talk about it and not make it pretend like everything's perfect all the time.
Yeah.
It's not. It's reality. There's going to be failures.
And failure is more relatable.
Yes.
You know, it's a human experience that more people can relate to as well. Yeah. So you mentioned a few of your philanthropic areas,
Yep.
you know, your foundations, and so I had a chance to get to know the Williams sisters, the professional tennis player, with their coach, and we were talking about goals. And I was talking about, well, you know, I started with this goal of going to the Olympics, and then I had short-term goals. And he said, yeah, we have those goals, but we also have purposeful goals. And so for the Williams sisters, it was being the first African-American female to win a Grand Slam. Okay. Did that at a very young age, 16, 17, I think when it has happened. And so it's the evolution of the purpose. So the next one was brilliant to me, which was they wanted to be the first females to be paid the same amount as the males.
Wow.
So you have to be really dominant to say, I'm not going to Wimbledon unless you pay me as much as the guys.
Yep.
It's brilliant because it has a purpose. It's how does my achievement how does it help someone else?
Yeah.
The purpose. How are you opening the door for the next person?
Yeah, wow.
So how does purpose come into your goals?
First fun fact, I own the second largest collection of Serena Williams cards in the world.
There you go.
Her husband's number one, and every 6 to 8 months he tries to buy my collection. I'm going to sell it to him at some point, it's just to be fair to him. But so the game also affects me on the charity side. So Model Citizen Fund is backpacks for the homeless with 150 items inside. 12 years ago, Trina's Kids Foundation, Vince and I started that. Trina's named after his mom. There was 8 of us volunteering on the floor making toys. Mm-hmm. Second year, there's 20 of us, then 30 of us. And now we broke the Guinness Book World Records for the largest toy drive in the world, back to back.
Wow.
And we're going to do it again this year. And we're going to destroy our record from last year. We went from 119,000 toys 2 years ago, 240,000 toys last year, so full double. And who knows what's going to happen this December. It started with 8 of us on the floor. And so I kept evolving. I'm like, how do I make this bigger? Mm-hmm. How do I get more people involved? For the first decade, we didn't raise money. I just self-funded it.
Okay.
Vince would handle everything, and it was at his Hubble Studio building. He got the families and everyone together, and I was out there doing everything I could to make this work. But then on year 10, I decided to go crazy. And for the 10-year anniversary, let's do 10 cities in 17 days. This last December, on the 12th year, we did Raider Stadium, Miami Heat Arena, BMO Stadium. Like, we're filling stadiums and arenas now, getting Allen Iverson and Damon John and all these characters to be there with us, to be the help ambassadors and like get us, you know. We had 24 semi-trucks donated by a guy named Sean Callaghy. He donated 119,000 toys, half of our toys to match it. So we were pre-sending out 24 semi-trucks. Like now we're looking at like an operation, like a business.
Okay.
A 0% charity business, where a lot of other charities take a huge amount of the revenue or donations for their overhead.
Yeah.
We take none.
Wow.
I self-fund it, and I get donations from friends of mine now to make it that much bigger. So that at some point, I lead to the story as, the reason I'm doing stadiums and arenas is so that people will copy us, so do their own toy drives. But more importantly, I can go to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, billionaires and zillionaires and say, let me do the same thing with food or water or medicine, clothing. I can replace toys. Toys is fungible. I can do the world's largest food drive, world's largest whatever it is, phone drive, and give out phones to the people that need it. Like, I can effectively fill up stadiums and get thousands of people to show up and do it clean all in one day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I can do that over and over and over anywhere in the world. I did it in Puerto Rico just 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Never been to Puerto Rico in my life. We filled up a whole crazy venue, had 4,000 families, got supplies. Like, I've never been there before. I can now efficiently do it. And so I say that because my goalpost keeps moving.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to prepare myself to be able to go to these guys or go to Walmart and Target and say, give me millions of toys and I will get them out to people efficiently, on camera, live. I don't need $1. And heck, I'll put in a couple $1 million to do it with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by doing that, I'm also trying to remove, there's a stain on the concept of the word charity.
Yeah.
Because so many people have taken money.
Yeah.
Because so many scams happen in California and all these other places. Like, there's so much, and I want to fix that.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the 3 key things that people need in life to survive, it's food, water, and shelter. Sure, they need love and other things that they want, but actually to survive, they need food, water, shelter. Those 3 things are curable.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are in a society and time that there's no reason that people are hungry. When there's Walmart, Costco, Target, McDonald's, Subway, and every other restaurant chain, there's no reason that people are hungry.
Yeah.
There's no reason that they're worrying about water.
Yeah.
Right? And so I wanted to be able to fix these things, and I'm getting to a place now where I'm proving it at the grand scale, and I'm going to keep doing that, where I can finally go and say, okay, give me billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You can have freaking log into my bank account. You're going to see not $1 goes to me. Let's make this happen in real life.
Absolutely. So when you look at things as, if it's okay to talk about your father, is that so your daughter, you have a daughter?
Yep, 20 months.
Okay. So as she gets older and older, what are some of the principles? What are you going to try and teach her? What are you going to instill in her for the next generation?
So I made her Instagram account before she was alive.
Okay.
Baby girl boss. And the reason for it was I want to help bring more women into business.
Nice.
And on stages. And so 10 hours into her being alive, she sat on my lap and I did a Zoom call for my mastermind group. Within a month of her being alive, she was on a podcast. 3 months later, she was on Jen Gottlieb's podcast, which is a very big podcast, right?
Okay.
Our announcement about her, what do you call it? Whether you pick the color, pink or blue, whatever.
Yeah. The gender.
The gender reveal. I did that on stage in front of 8,000 people.
Okay.
Like, everything about her life is going to be on stages and podcasts. Later, she can decide whether she wants to do that or not.
Sure.
My goal is to embed her into my world, the business world, so that she can hopefully be a pioneer for women to come into it. And so when she gets to an age where she can make her own decision, if she wants to play soccer or ballet, singing, dancing, whatever the heck she enjoys doing, fantastic. She doesn't have to take the entrepreneurial journey. But up until the point until she's finally like, get out of here, Dad, I'm going to be showcasing her that aspect of life.
Excellent, excellent. So for the high performers, I wanted to go back to a little bit the difference of having a goal, which a lot of times goals will be individual related versus a purpose. The example I like to keep very practical examples. So, superhuman strength.
Yep.
There's actually a Wikipedia page on that where people have lifted cars to save someone. That is what we're capable of doing, and it's unexplainable, really. How is a person that doesn't train for this able to lift this weight that could hurt them, injure them for the rest of their life? it's purpose. They are thinking about they're being selfless.
Yep.
And so like in a team sport, you want to get the individual achievement, think of the team first. Or if it's faith, you can, let go and let God, whatever your belief is. So there is an actual advantage in the performance space of being purposeful in your goals. So what's the difference? I mean, I know the answer, but in some, respect, but I'd like to obviously hear you describe it. The difference of you achieving like some sort of monetary or an achievement of scale, individually versus some of the causes and the purpose that you're talking about. What's the feeling different for you? How does it increase your energy?
So the math part of it and the game part is what I enjoy. The accolades, I want them for the scoreboard, but not for me.
Okay.
If you go look at the websites, I'm actually not on them.
Okay.
When we were given the award in Miami they gave us our own day, I took a step back and I wanted the co-founder to be the one taking the award.
Yeah.
Because it's named after his mom. They tried to hand it to me and I want him to get it.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying that, I'm selfless. No. From the game perspective, I also would prefer other teammates to be the ones featured. In business, I refer to we have a chain of acai bowl locations. In every discussion, I reference the founder.
Okay.
The founder. Doesn't matter how much I helped. The founder. We have sports card stores. I talk about the guys running it. Like, to me, I don't want the accolade. Again, not to say like, he's so selfless. I'm not saying that. I can't scale it bigger than me then if I'm the feature. Sure. If I make the toy drive about me, it's capped at me and my brand.
Yeah.
If I make the masterminds about me, if I make the live events about me, my own podcast doesn't have my face on it.
Okay.
Where 99% of podcasts you scroll through, it has people's face on it.
Sure.
It just says the name of the podcast on it.
Okay.
I care about the game. We're number 32 in the world right now. So I'm fighting the fight. Like I want that stat. I want to say that stat to you, right?
Yeah.
So I have an ego for that part, but my name's not on it.
Okay.
So Dan doesn't need that.
Yeah.
I need the game part. I want to tell you our number of where we are.
Sure.
But not because Dan's is famous because of that. My name's not on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What keeps you going? Like what gives you the energy, the drive? Because when we have high performers on the show, I'm always interested. Like the year's long, the season's long. There's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Right. Like what motivates you? Is there something that you have in your life? Like the one thing that I've recently talked a lot about is when Michael Jordan was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He shared his dots on a board, which were basically all these internal rivals that he had. He was cut from his high school team. Yep. And so in the audience, he actually had the player that took his space.
Really?
And then he also had the coaches.
Yeah.
Because for him, it was this sort of chip on his shoulder, and he knew that really motivated him. And everyone's different. So what motivates you? What makes you wake up in the morning and get fired up? Is
that I have to solve it.
Okay.
I have to do it. There is not a day I take a vacation. I haven't been sick in decades. I'm serious. I've actually never been to a hospital in my adult life. I've never taken a sick day. I've never missed a day of school, ever.
Okay.
And I might have got COVID 5 times. I don't know. I was never sick.
Okay.
I literally have not been sick.
Okay.
I have to do this. I am on a stone cold mission to do this. And this is save the world. Yeah. I have to figure out charity. It is fixable.
Okay.
I have to. And I don't sleep. I don't care. I don't party. I've never done a drug in my life. I have to do this. I have to. And at the same time, I know about mortality. I've had 39 friends pass away under the age of 50.
Oh, wow.
And so I have a list in my phone. I think about it all the time. And to me, mortality is fascinating. I'm not scared of death. I'm scared of time.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to die tonight, next week, next month, next year, 100 years because of AI and technology. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. But I'm not going to find out.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm going to die, right? When the light goes out, I don't know when my light goes out,
That's it.
right? I don't know when my light goes out. And so I'm not ever going to know when I die. My job is to do as much as humanly possible along the way.
Okay.
And so I won't live with any regrets. Every single day I work on this stuff, and it's not like, I don't preach it to other people to do that.
Okay.
Take your vacation, go sit at the pool, go, if that's what you enjoy, take a week at the beach, go for it. I physically got tense saying that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me $10 million to go sit on the beach for a month.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I physically couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm getting tense talking about it.
Yeah.
My job on this planet is to do as much as I can, business-wise, to be able to support the charity execution.
Okay.
I throw 42 events a year, literally to collect people.
Okay.
Tomorrow, there'll be 2,400 people at the show tomorrow, right,
Okay.
for the Aspire Tour. My goal there is for more people to buy into Dan, to buy into me, in my beliefs, and my mission, so they go do it too.
Okay.
They go do a charity. They go do a toy drive. They go help cure cancer. They go do whatever they got to do. My job is to speak in front of many people as possible, on social, in person, like this, and everywhere, to do the thing. And the thing is, save the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So you brought up Aspire. So you moved from the energy drink and you went into the poker.
Yep.
And then did you have a reinvention of yourself to do these events?
Yeah, so when the poker site went down, when the whole industry went down, I started Elevator Studio, which is a social media influencer agency. I started Elevator Nights, which is a free event. We've thrown 58 times, always free, it's always gonna be free. And we started the charity, the Model Citizen Fund. Those things were the reinvention.
Okay.
The agency allowed me to start paying the Kardashians when social media wasn't a thing. Like, remember we just had the smartphone just came out a few years prior. Like it was not, Instagram wasn't a thing yet.
Okay.
We were just tweeting and Facebooking and making some videos for YouTube. So the reinvention happened in that time. The live events for free was for me to get people into a room, have them network, but I'm the one holding the microphone, so they would gravitate towards me because I'm quiet.
Yeah.
I can speak to you here, but if we turn this mic off, I'm gonna be on my phone or be in the corner, or I'm quiet. You speak to me, I'll talk to you as much as you want.
Yeah.
And so by throwing live events, people come to me.
Okay.
And so I started throwing the live events. I started the influencer agency because it allowed me to go interact with celebrities, athletes, and business people because I provided value.
Okay.
You have a business brand selling green hoodies, I can get you on Khloe Kardashian.
Okay.
You want that to happen, right? She wants me to get paid 10 grand, 20 grand back. Now it's 10 times that, but 10 grand, 20 grand to post about green hoodies. She likes green hoodies. You're a happy camper. She's a happy camper. Guess what? Khloe Kardashian has a sister, a sister, a sister, a sister, and a mom and a brother. They want to get paid too. Hey, do you want to get on the whole family? Wait, do you have a friend that has a protein bar company? Do you know the owner of this water company? Boom, 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 boom. And I started being the guy for the green hoodies, the protein guy, the water guy, and I would bring it to influencers, celebrities, athletes, post about this stuff. And so my reinvention happened in that moment. And by doing that, these influencers, celebrities, and athletes would come speak at my events for free.
Okay.
So now you come to my event on Friday and you bring all your friends, and Eric's coming over, and this person's coming over, and Julie's coming, everyone's coming over. And now you're like, whoa, Dan knows a lot of cool people. And then you take your phone out and you talk about Dan, talk about the event. Oh, Dan has a social media agency, do you know that? And then Eric, he brings me people. See the butterfly effect?
Yeah, yeah.
And so all of that stemmed from that. If I throw events and I provide money and value to people, stuff happens.
Yeah.
And by doing all those things, and then I text you, hey, my toy drive is December 5th at Hubble Studio. How dare you not show up? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
I got your green hoodies famous.
Mm-hmm.
I made her money. You don't think she's gonna show up? Of course she's gonna show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she wants me to do that more with the guy that has red hoodies and white and water and energy drinks.
Yeah.
And so everyone I knew along the way, I started inviting to my charity events.
And so when you look at business or, any sort of, let's see, venture, do you see humans connecting? Is it communication? Is it networking? Like, how do you see the world?
So I do what's called forced interactions.
Okay.
Forced interactions is I put people into a room and I explain who they are clearly, and I make sure I run around the room and say, oh, you guys need to meet each other because you do this and he does that. Oh, she needs to meet this person here and there. Oh, you guys that actually should go on a date and here's why. Oh, you guys should start a company together. Or you should throw an event together. Oh, you should just be friends and I think you're gonna be longtime friends.
Yep.
I do forced interactions. I do that via text message every single day. I've never missed a day from doing it. I do it in person all the time. I did it right before we started, right? I gave him an email address because I want it to happen.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sit down before I did it.
Yeah.
I have to do it. Like
Yeah.
I literally physically have to do it. And so, because I know the butterfly effect, what if that works and he gets that famous person onto a podcast, and then that podcast becomes 10 times bigger because of that, I don't get any accolades for it.
Sure.
But I get the karma points. I get the butterfly effect. I get the brownie points that happen, even if I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
It might happen 2 months from now or 2 years from now. I don't even know about it. I still feel like I get that karmic energy from it.
Yeah.
And I do it every day.
Yeah.
Every day. 5, 10, 20, 30 times a day, every day.
Yeah.
And I'm doing as much as I can to cause all this to happen by putting people together.
Yeah. So you move obviously at a quick pace. Do you have an instinct, might be a performance word, an intuition, a gut? Do you have a faith? Do you have some sort of spirituality? You said the butterfly effect. Like how do you know these things so quickly? It seems like you have a good sense.
I'm old in the sense of business.
Okay.
Not by age. Those 27 years I've been working on this stuff since I was 17. It's like I'm 80 years old or 90 or 100 or 200 years old, because not just me, it's the wisdom of the people around me. I'm in 42 events a year. I'm in masterminds nonstop. I speak at 50 other events a year. I'm talking to smart humans every single day. I'm asking them advice. I'm telling them things. I'm hearing them things. They complain to me. They whine to me. They teach me. Like, I'm consuming nonstop. I'm on the internet consuming nonstop. Like, and because of that, I can tell you really quickly if you're like, hey, I really want to sell green hoodies.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I would have had some ideas and say, hey, we should set up your website and your LLC and you should do this, this, and this. This version of Dan, I can see the matrix. I can already see you doing 4 million in sales in the first 6 months, and here's how.
Okay.
We'll walk you through it in 3 minutes. I can whiteboard how we're going to do greenhoodies.com.
Yeah.
And how we're going to get you to 10 million and 25 million and 40 million and exit, and who should buy it and how they're going to buy it and what valuation they should buy it for. Like, everything about it I can map out for you right this second on a whiteboard. I couldn't do that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I could do some parts of it. And so because every day I'm like AI, getting more and more information fed into me,
Yeah.
I'm processing the bad stuff, the good stuff in between, I can look at something and have a clear, and by the way, if you said, hey, I want to make lime green hoodies, I can tell you why it doesn't work.
Okay.
I can also see that, no, that doesn't work. Hey, I want to start this thing, no one's ever done it before. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And here's who did it, why they failed, why they went bankrupt. Like, I can feel the bad, the good, and everything about your vision for green hoodies.
Sure.
And I can explain it really, really fast. And so that's also part of what drives me. The reason I invest in companies and I invest so much time into people is I can see the matrix.
Yeah.
I can save you a lot of time, whether you're going to fail or succeed. I can save you a lot of time. Because there's some people I tell not to do it. Do not make lime green hoodies. No one likes it.
Yeah.
They like this forest green hoodie you're wearing. They do not like lime green. And I'm okay to be blunt with someone and hurt their feelings because it's actually protecting them.
Okay. So in the performance space, okay, so I have a simple formula, which is your optimal performance. I mean, I'm sure others have different ways of describing the same thing. Optimal performance equals your ability minus resistance. Resistance, some people might say interference, is usually self-induced, right? So what I'm trying to do with people, with groups, is to work on the resistance, because when you get into the flow state, the zone, the moment, being present, your optimal state, you're able to lift the car, right? Superhuman strength, you're able to do things that are inspired, you're able to, basically be, in the wave, surfing this big, I use waves as an example. So the big wave surfer, they get into the flow state probably as much or more than any other performer. And there's 3 main elements that I focus on. The first one is ability. Can you actually surf that wave? If everything goes right, can you handle the task that's asked? The next is going to be pressure, and there's not necessarily an order to it, they're just 3 areas. Pressure. So pressure is kind of built into the wave. These are huge waves. They could actually hurt you, if not kill you.
Right.
So it's built into the experience. And then unpredictability or novelty is the 3rd main element, which is your mind loves to be surprised when you hear a joke or you hear a story, unless you are the one that is,
at the brunt of the joke.
Yeah. And so when you look at your life and being in that, I would say you're in the flow state a lot. Where does the pressure come from? What keeps you, and how do you handle unpredictability? not knowing things.
Yeah, the pressure comes from if I don't work, my employees don't eat.
Okay.
If I don't produce, my investors, my partners, my customers, every vendors, it hurts them. If I had the green hoodies with you and I own 50% with you, and we go do 4 million when we could have done 12, I literally hurt people.
Okay.
If my lack of effort didn't get us to 12 million, I hurt people. Because what if that manufacturer, that facility, got to make $8 million more of hoodies?
Yeah.
Their staff made more and more money. They paid for their family and their kids. They spent money in their local grocery stores and gas stations. Like, I think about the butterfly effect all the time. If I help us get from 4 million to 12 million, 12 million to 30 million, more people make money. More people feed their children. And the FedEx company, the gas stations, the trucking companies, the retail stores that sell our green hoodies at Mervyn's and Miller's Outpost and Nordstrom's and Macy's, everyone's making money because of my effort. And it makes you legacy because you become this guy that's building this huge green hoodie company, right? And so that's what drives me. Like, that's what I think about, is that if the pressure isn't on me, if I don't go do this thing, it literally hurts people. People in my circle, in my family, and people I have no idea who they are.
Okay. How about the unpredictability? So your mind is always trying to guess. It's always trying to predict. It's seeking certainty. So you talked about the ego earlier.
Yeah.
And now you can see the matrix. So you probably reduced or eliminated the ego. How are you able to handle unpredictability? How do you go into the unknown?
So I expect chaos.
Okay.
I expect problems. I expect unpredictability. We go from 4 million and 12 million to 30 million, things are going to break. Vendors are going to screw up. The hoodies that we were shipping to Nordstrom's aren't going to arrive on time and they're going to yell at us. Like, I expect those things to happen. I got to stay calm in the chaos. And the more prepared I can be, or if I'm not prepared, what can I do to fix it? Or who do I know to call? Who do I send the bat signal to? Like, I want to fix the problem. I also want to know about the problem as fast as humanly possible.
Okay.
I do not let my staff, partners, vendors, friends sugarcoat things.
Okay.
Tell me right away. The only couple failures that we had in our investments is because they didn't tell me right away.
Oh.
I could have raised them more money. I could have got them into more chain stores. I could have fixed it. I literally could have fixed it.
Yeah.
And it part bothers me because they thought they were doing me a favor or protecting me by not telling me, and instead they're bankrupt now.
Yeah.
If we have the green hoodies and we go from 4 million to 12 million, like, hey, our manufacturer can't handle this. We need another manufacturer, but you don't tell me for 2 months?
Sure.
Oh my God. That drives me crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so blunt, open communication, when the chaos happens, when uncertainties happen, because they're going to happen all the time, we just need to resolve it as fast as humanly possible.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned earlier AI. Before that, I mentioned building a website before websites were a thing.
Right.
Remember electronic mail back then,
Yep.
sending that first email. Like,
Got mail.
Wow, this used to take a
Wow.
month to
Yeah.
send a letter to my friend in
Right.
Australia, and now I get it instant. I had a sense. I knew this was going to change the world. I didn't know exactly, no one really knew exactly how it was going to. Along the way, there was all this fear, people will never buy stuff online, things
Right.
that you can't even imagine now.
Sure.
So with AI, take us through AI. There's still, we have that sort of fear mongering or however
Yes.
you describe it. How does AI fit into the world? How does AI fit into your world?
So for the people that actually utilize AI, they will become superhuman
Okay.
from their company perspective and from their own personal time perspective. What people are forgetting is, or not realizing or accepting is, most companies and most people will never utilize AI correctly
Okay.
or at any scale. I can say that bluntly because most companies barely post on Facebook.
Okay.
Most companies' address on their Google is wrong. On their websites, their email address from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They're not all of a sudden all going to be AI wizards when they don't know how to post on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I asked an executive to go tweet right now, good luck.
Yeah.
No, seriously. You know how easy it is to do a tweet? You know how easy it is to go to LinkedIn and post?
Yeah.
They hire agencies to do it. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
And so this thing that like every company is going to be AI, they're not going to all be AI enabled. They're just not.
Yeah.
They're not. And plenty of companies and businesses don't need it or don't want it or will never do it, ever. they're still like scared of Bitcoin. They're still scared of adding Cash App or Apple Pay as a processing.
Yeah.
Like they're just not that functional. They're not that impressive,
Okay.
to be blunt. And so the companies that do utilize it, they're gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
So places we can't even imagine, right? If you're a law firm and you figure out how to really do law utilizing AI and just accept the fact that AI could eat your lunch,
Yeah.
and just, but bring it in,
Yeah.
you're gonna make every other law firm in the state look like a child.
Yeah.
Like it'd be ridiculous to hire them compared to your AI-enabled law firm, but most of them won't.
Okay.
Now, we also will see some categories get completely wiped out. Law should be wiped out if you think about not the whole category, but the fact that we still have people getting paid to do a promissory note or an investor document or an LLC. They're all the same exact template, just changed based on what state you're in, who you are. Like it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
The meat and potatoes of these, 70-90% is the same.
Okay.
The legalese is all the same. You're just changing some factors. The research that the legal assistant does, think about that for a second. It takes them weeks or months to study a case. Okay, this person was murdered in Wichita, Kansas, and this happened in Wichita, Kansas in 1952. And it took them 6 weeks of case study and reading all the documents and law. AI can scan that in literal seconds,
Yeah.
like actual seconds.
Yeah.
And at some point, it's going to be faster than seconds. Like it's just automatic, basically. The same way you do a Google search and it answers you before you're done typing.
Yeah.
That's how AI will be. What is a legal assistant going to be necessary for?
Yeah.
AI is going to impact certain categories at scale.
Okay.
Mortgages, dealing with medical, anyways. But the same way we were worried about cars, we're gonna, because there was horse and buggies,
Sure.
we're gonna figure it out,
Yeah.
right? My concern is actually more for the people in lower income, more for what happens when someone like Elon makes semi trucks really, really good. If he makes these Tesla robot taxis really, really good. If those become at scale and 2 or 3 million Uber drivers and Lyft drivers don't have a job, if 4 million semi-truck drivers don't have a job, again, not that all these companies are all going to massively use, but in that theory, where do they go work?
Yeah.
If we go to Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Burger King, et cetera, and Taco Bell, and all of a sudden there's robot kiosks and robots making the food and a robot general manager and there's just 0 to 2 humans there, where did they go work?
Okay.
4% of the US population has worked at McDonald's?
Wow.
4%. Think about that for a second.
That's a lot. Yeah.
What would happen if that wasn't a thing?
Yeah.
What would happen? Where would those 12 million people over the years go if they can't work at McDonald's? Oh, Burger King. Well, no, they use robots too. Oh, Taco Bell. No, they use it too. What happens then?
Okay.
And so that concerns me is that what will happen when the low income doesn't have a job? Where are they going to go? Because people in the middle class and upper class, they can now oversee AI. They can now get other types of jobs. They can get personal training jobs, consulting jobs. They can do other things that will be there. My concern is for the masses.
Okay.
What is the people that don't have the skills or qualifications to do something, or they're at an age at their 18, 19, 20 where they would normally work at fast food and there's no job.
Okay.
And, okay, well, I'll do Postmates, or we don't need Postmates anymore. A robot drives the car and a robot drives it into my house. Oh, okay, I'll go work at Amazon. No, that's all robots now.
Yeah.
That's my fear.
Okay. Okay. So talking through technology and the impact, connectivity, we have the internet, now we have smartphones. I can only imagine your phone, the amount of connectivity that you have. How do you manage that? You have all these, you want to be in all these different places. Like for someone that wants to be more, dare I say, your role model, right? If that's okay. We want to be more like you. We want to be efficient. We want to think bigger things. We want to be able to scale. It starts maybe with how we handle our connectivity. What are some suggestions that you have for people?
One, I don't recommend the way I operate for people.
Okay.
It's unhealthy.
Okay.
I am going to burn out at some point, but I'm going to do it proudly. I will not regret at all.
Yeah.
If I go out in a blaze of glory, I'm perfectly happy with it because I have a mission to do. So I don't recommend I do 800 texts a day.
Okay.
That's 24,000 a month. That's 300,000 a year. That's an actual number.
Okay.
I don't want people doing that.
Yeah.
It's unhealthy. I have to do it. I physically have to do it, and I want to up my number if I could.
Okay.
But how I manage interactions and relationships is every city I go to, the people in that city, they're in their name and my contact says Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
So I know before I got here who to invite to Aspire Tour, who to invite to dinner, who to invite to breakfast. This is the hotel. I have a copy and paste for these people here, copy and paste for these people here. If they can't show up, guess what? I still got brownie points. I invited you to dinner.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can't make it to Aspire Tour? I still got brownie points. I offered it to you and your friends to come over and offered you free tickets. Oh, you can't make it to my breakfast on Tuesday morning? I still got brownie points. If you do show up, woohoo! And typically you bring someone. And the someone you bring is not your nephew. The someone you bring is cool. It's interesting, right? I do this every week around the country for the last 2 decades.
Okay.
Well, 16 years to be fair. Last 16 years. I do it nonstop. Everywhere I go, I make sure to do at least a dinner. I try to do a breakfast and a dinner in every city.
Excellent.
Every city. It's my excuse because if they can't make it, people are busy. I'm okay with that. If they can't make it, I invited you to something. Guess what? I get hundreds and hundreds of invites per month because I'm always inviting people to stuff.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The times that they do show up, great. We've now created an in-person relationship experience. We will remember we went to the W Hotel and had breakfast Tuesday morning last year. And 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, we'll still remember that too.
Okay.
So now we had an in-person scenario, and then the next day you came to Aspire Tour, you will remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so now, if I text you 4 years later, come to my toy drive, you're probably gonna show up.
Yeah.
If you can't make it, you're gonna donate $500.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're probably gonna show up, or you're gonna donate, or you're gonna be like, hey, you know what? My kids are gonna come, is that okay? So they can volunteer. Hey, you know what? My company's gonna sponsor it. I can't make it, but because we had an in-person at breakfast at the W 4 years ago.
Okay.
So every single week around the country, I host dinners and breakfasts. I want to see people in person. And by doing that, I stand out from all my competitors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if another charity hits you up, it's just another charity.
Yeah.
Another person says, invest into this protein company. It's just a random guy you've talked to on the internet. You and I had breakfast at the W Hotel 4 years ago. You came to Aspire Tour 4 years. Like, we will have that in person. So when I say, hey, you should probably invest in this protein company, it's gonna go higher up on your priority list because you met me in person. We interacted in person. I cared enough for us to see each other. And I invited you 12 more times since then. You just couldn't make it, but you still remember that I did it.
Okay.
And so the in-person thing to me is huge.
Okay. Okay. So you give me the impression as a person, individually, you would like your alone time, be able to connect, but kind of alone. But yet you put yourself in these situations where you're going to go host a breakfast, host a lunch. Is there an element so that you have this purpose, this grander purpose for your life, where you're taking yourself out of your comfort zone intentionally?
Yes.
Do you do that?
Yes. I prefer to be in my hotel room texting and doing everything. The in-person part, I'm not uncomfortable with it when I create it.
Okay.
But if you ask me to go to a party with you, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
If I'm not throwing the party, if I'm not part of it, I'm literally, because I'm not going to walk up to someone.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I would teach you and tell you should walk up to people to network. I'm not going to because it's just not my personality. It's not my style. And I already have thousands of contacts. So I'm less inclined. But I would yell at you if you didn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd be mad at you. We had greenhoodies.com together. I'd be physically mad at you. I would literally yell at you.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not go walk up to that guy over there? What are you doing? That guy's a manufacturer. But I wouldn't do it.
Okay. Okay.
And so when I do these dinners, breakfasts, hosting live events and things like that, I am not uncomfortable in the person at all.
Okay.
What I don't want to do is go to someone else's events.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's not my style to go walk up to people.
Sure.
And in a lot of situations, I'm getting hit on. Not sexually, hit on do this deal with me, invest in this company, look at my pitch deck. I'm getting hit on a lot and asked a ton of questions, which I'm okay with because I want to help people and teach them or talk to them and stuff. But it's also takes away from my work time.
Yeah.
And so I do those things in spurts. If you drag me to that event, I will work the room with you. I'll walk around with you. I'm not going to go talk to people first.
Sure.
But if they pitch me or ask me for questions, I'll do that. But ultimately, I want the in-person things to happen. But even at some of these in-person breakfasts and dinners, I step away from the table for 5, 10, 20 minutes and let them all interact, and I'm working.
Okay.
I still functionally got everyone together and let them network with each other, but I still need to pump out these text messages all day long.
Yeah. 800?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. So speaking of your daily, your routine, high performers tend to have pretty defined routines. We talk a lot about tools, just practical performance tools, whether it's your daily routine, if you have things that you normally do that might be interesting, maybe some tools. What do you suggest, or what?
Yep. So because of my travel, I can't do a normal daily routine.
Okay.
I fly 250 days a year. I'm traveling, or I'm in a different city.
Okay.
And so I can't say, oh, I get up at 5 a.m. and I brush my teeth and I run over here and I meditate. I don't have that.
Okay.
That does not happen. I have a checklist of things I want to do each day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I have gummy bear vitamins in my backpack. There's 3 different types. I want to make sure I have those throughout the day.
Okay.
Do I have them in the morning, afternoon, or nighttime? It depends.
Yeah.
I eat them every day. It depends.
Yeah.
Right before the flight, right when I wake up, right before I go to bed. It depends.
Okay.
So I don't want to pretend like, oh man, Dan's got. So other aspects of my life, I'm insanely to the minute.
Okay.
I mean, literally to the minute. Like if you go backstage of Aspire Tour, if it says you're on stage at 4:12, I pinky swear you'll be on stage at 4:12.
Okay.
And if you need to get off at 4:40, you are gonna get off at 4:40. And I make it clear to the celebrities, athletes, I don't care if they're scary, I'm adamant you were gonna do this at this time because I'm obsessed with it.
Okay.
My personal checklist throughout the day, I'm not obsessed with the time. I'm obsessed with getting it done.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a certain time that I cold plunge or a certain time that I work out or a certain time that I know I want to work out. I know I want to get in my steps. I know I want to have my gummy bear vitamins. Like I know I want to do things throughout the day. I want to text my mom at least once every day.
Okay.
Like I know there's certain things I'm going to do every single day and I don't miss it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some perfect regimen when it comes to daily habits.
Yeah. Yeah. Just out of personal interest, access to people that are famous, is that always leveraged? Is that something that how do you see, like, do you feel like anyone is accessible? And how do you reach people? I mean, at this point, you probably have most doors open, I would assume.
Yeah,
but
through other people.
Okay.
So if I want to get to a certain character, I've typically paid someone, right?
Okay.
If I've paid Mark Wahlberg for something, I could ask him to say, hey, can you message Kevin Hart? If I
Okay.
paid Kevin Hart, hey, could you message The Rock?
Okay.
They would actually be proud or okay to do it because I've come through for them and I'm not asking a favor.
Okay.
I'm not saying, hey, can you get me a phone call with them or a selfie video for my birthday? I'm saying, hey, I want to book them for something. Hey, I want to do this thing for charity. Hey, will they show up to this charity gala? But like, it's for function. And so, yes, I can get a hold of those characters, even if I'm not close with them.
Okay.
And I need that and I want that because it's not just for me, it's typically for clients or a friend or a service. But I also don't abuse it.
Yeah.
If you said, hey, my 4-year-old really wants a video from Kevin Hart, I'm not gonna make that for you.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm okay being blunt and rude about it because it's not realistic.
Yeah.
However, if you said I want a selfie video from Logan Paul, let's call him right now. Because for him it's fun.
Yeah.
And maybe Kevin Hart would do it, but I'm not gonna call him and ask him for you in that setting. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
And so I am protective of relationships, but also I am aware of who I can text. I can text Mark Wahlberg something funny, but I'm not going to text him for your 19-year-old daughter. It's like, oh, I like Mark Wahlberg. I'm not going to do that, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And so the relationships are super mission critical for me, and I'm constantly checking in with them, even when I don't have something to do. Meaning I don't have something to provide them financially or events-wise. I'm still consistently sending them a meme about something related to their life. Hey, I just saw municipal clothing at this blah, blah, blah. Hey, I did this with Mark actually a few days ago. His tequila was on a golf course.
Okay.
And so I sent a picture with the golf ball on top of the tequila bottle. It's just for fun, right? But then 2 weeks ago, I was offering him mid-6 figures for something, right?
Okay.
But in between there, I'm sending him a picture of a tequila and a golf ball,
Okay.
right? So there's still interactions in between so that when it comes time to say, hey, I want to pay you $500,000 for this thing for 30 minutes, he will respond.
Okay.
Hey, I want to rent out your restaurant in San Diego, the Fletcher Cantina. I want to rent out Fletcher Cantina. Boom, talk to my manager. He responds right away,
Okay.
right? The same thing with Kevin Hart or these type of characters. Again, I'm not trying to name drop. I'm saying it as a function, right?
Yeah.
I am interacting with them for business, but sometimes it's like, hey, Kevin, let's go play poker. But then other times, hey, here's $500,000 to do X, Y, Z. Are you interested? Yes. Okay. I'll talk to your manager.
Yeah.
And so I want to curate those relationships, and I want them for a long time.
Yeah.
I want to be able to message Mark or Kevin or any celebrity athlete or influencer 10, 15 years from now and get them to respond.
Yeah.
Because they have been inundated by people asking them for favors.
Sure.
I want it to be the opposite. I want to overwhelm them with value.
Yeah.
When people say that, I'm actually doing it.
Yeah.
A lot of times people say, oh, you got to provide value. What does that mean? I'm providing value by functional events.
Yeah.
Charity. Hey, come to this toy drive. It'll be good for you press-wise. Hey, come to this function. I'm going to introduce you to these 4 billionaires for your clothing brand or for your restaurants or blah, blah, blah. Like, that is function.
Yeah.
That is providing value. Hey, I'm going to rent your restaurant. Hey, I'm going to bring this person to here. Like, hey, this manufacturer would be good for you for like, that's value. Functional, actual value to someone who's rich. What do they actually need? They need access.
Okay.
You can't buy cool.
Yeah. Okay, so in performance, when we're younger, we're in our body all the time. We're in the flow state, the zone all the time. When we get older, ego starts to come online. We start to get more protective of making a fool of ourselves, failing, all those sort of things. And being able to go full circle, you now have the ability to be able to, work a room, or for someone that's out on the court, be able to play well. It's interesting that we have to go back to being a kid again. We have to find that love of the sport, the game, whatever it is. I always talk about 10-year-old joy. I want you to just go out there, and 10-year-olds, they experience things through their 5 senses mainly. I want you to, like Kobe, I want you to smell the arena. I want you to hear the ball, and the different sounds that it makes. And because he loved all of those aspects, and he was a kid when he was performing, even at the highest level. How do you bring the love, the joy into what you do? I mean, is that a part of your day?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I do is I tie things together. So sports card store, I'll have my acai bowl place be there. And whenever I do a charity event, my sports car stores have a booth there.
Okay.
I throw an elevator night, guess what my booths are? My acai bowl place, my sports card place, they have booths set up at my free elevator night events.
Okay.
I tie in everything I do together, and it makes it really fun.
Yeah.
I get to play with sports cards with Gary Vee. I get to have my acai bowls with Drew Brees. These interesting characters that are fun, I grew up on these people, are part of these businesses. And so Gary Vee started his VeeFriends. He made a VeeFriends pinball, like the bubble gums and different things, like where you can get the VeeFriends out of the gumball machine.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's at every one of my card stores.
Okay.
It's now an excuse to talk to Gary. Gary likes it that they're in the card stores, and my card stores like it. It's an excuse. And guess what? I then set him up with the acai bowl chain.
Yeah.
He's now on the advisory board of that. Those same pinball machines, those little gumballs with VeeFriends are inside of those. Yeah. We did a promotion, giveaways. We have and guess who's now part of it? Damon John. Damon John came over there. Drew Brees came over there. Now there's a picture with all of them together.
Yeah.
All of them are posting about this acai bowl restaurant that has a freaking VeeFriends thing in it.
Yeah.
That's fun to me.
Yeah.
I'm intertwining all these companies, all these charities, all these live events to put these characters together, and that makes it fun.
Yeah, yeah. So you're doing adult things, but you're allowing the child inside you to come out and play.
Yes.
In essence.
And some of them are not adult things, Pokemon cards and acai bowls, right? My sports card stores I'm reliving my childhood or bringing it, tying it in together. I own a wiffle ball league.
Oh, really?
I own a wiffle ball team on a wiffle ball league.
Okay.
But me and my friend, who's actually based here in Arizona, they're based here in Arizona. That's where it started. We brought in Dude Perfect, and Gary Vee has a team, and 4 billionaires have teams, and the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks has a team, and the owner of the Denver Broncos has a team. It's a little wiffle ball league. But now all these hedge fund guys and zillionaires and Kevin Costner has a team.
Okay.
A wiffle ball team. And he showed up here in Phoenix, Arizona, and we watched his Field of Dreams movie on a field here.
Yeah.
And he was narrating for us.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old kid started a wiffle ball league, and Kevin Costner is now there at the field, standing next to me, while he narrated, not we, I don't take credit, he narrated his movie on the big screen while people sat on the field to watch it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just tying in all these interesting characters together and creating experiences and moments.
Excellent. Yeah, build it and they will come, right?
Yes, literally.
Literally. Okay, so wrapping it all up, last name's Pepper, so kind of we close with the pep talk,
Okay.
right? Which is just anything that comes to mind that you would suggest to anyone in the audience. You know, it could be literally anything. What would you impart?
So whenever I sign my books, I only use 3 words.
Okay.
Just get started. And so from a pep talk perspective, I'm very adamant how easy it is to just get started nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You can set up your website, your LLC, your bank account, your personal brand, your social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram for free.
Mm-hmm.
The corporation will cost you a couple $100, but everything else is free. Your domain's $10.
Yeah.
6 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, that would have cost you $100,000 in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it tonight. We can start greenhoodies.com tonight, literally tonight.
Do it.
And by tomorrow, we're shipping.
Yeah.
And I can set you up on Alibaba with different manufacturer options. Another guys, the Minimus guys out here in Los Angeles will make it for us. The printing will be done over here. We're gonna add in these crazy boxes that when you open the box, there'll be music playing. Like, just get started.
Yeah.
Everyone else will be thinking about how do we start greenhoodies.com for a year.
Yeah.
We can start tonight. Like actually tonight.
Sure.
And drop shipping tomorrow.
Okay.
Because our website, our social media accounts, our bank account, our corporation, on LegalZoom and GoDaddy, everything can happen tonight. What are we waiting for?
Yeah.
And we have it in our minds one day when I'm ready, or maybe when I'm done with school, or maybe when I'm done here. It's the same thing when you have a baby. You're never actually ready,
Yeah.
right? A business is like a baby
Yeah.
in its own right.
Yeah.
And you have to nurture it from idea to beginning to middle school, high school, college, and hopefully exit one day, right?
Absolutely.
Which is the marriage, right? And when you send them off to someone else to take care of, right? We always think it's like we're gonna have a baby when we're ready. No, you're not. You're gonna have a baby when it's time.
Never
Right.
convenient. Yeah. Okay, so is there anything that you would like to promote? I'm sure there's so many different things, but you know, the space to talk about Aspire, maybe there's other projects that you're working on.
I mean, my main passion is Trina's Kids. The Trina's Kids Foundation is
Okay.
trinaskids.org. That's what I care about. Like
Okay.
the companies that I'm rattling off, the names, and sometimes I'm not even saying the names. I care about people understanding the main concept of what I'm up to, but really the charity is what I need the most help with, because whether you do it through us or go do it yourself,
Yeah.
I just want more kids to get more toys,
Okay.
right? The same thing applies for Backpack for the Homeless. The same thing applies for all the different charity events that we do. I just want more people to do more charity stuff, and it doesn't take money.
Yeah.
You can go out and fill up a Ziploc bag with supplies and give it out in your local community. You can go give out toys on a Wednesday and change a kid's life. Like literally change their life because they don't feel seen. Like you could show up at a senior citizen home and spend 2 hours for free. You can go donate your time at a children's hospital. Like just doing more charity work. And if we can get that message to hundreds of thousands of people and millions of people, think about that butterfly effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
If all these little butterflies are happening all over the world and they're spending time at children's hospitals and senior citizen homes, think about the planet, how much it changes if we can make the world a better place.
Yeah. It's incredible. It's incredible. I didn't know coming into this conversation that we were gonna, go where we went. And thank you for it's
I'm glad to be here.
a blessing to the world, really. I mean that sincerely. And I mean that in a performative way, a very practical way. Like you do it.
Yeah.
If someone can change the world, you're the type of person that can do that. So thank you. Thank you for spending the time
Absolutely.
with us today.